Hey guys, Kiwi here. Welcome back to another Fear the Walking Dead video. Today I wanted to talk about the interview Dickens had with Entertainment Weekly about Madison and Strand getting drunk. Spoilers for anything up to the most recent episode, Season 2, Episode 9. Alright, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the first question. Entertainment Weekly. We got a scene of Madison and Strand getting drunk this week. I would think that acting drunk would be very difficult because if you pour it on too thick, it can just be plain silly. Kim. It is something to play. It is not anything to take lightly because there are different levels of drunk and there are different levels of covering drunk. Because most of the times, if someone's drunk, they're trying to act like they're not drunk, so there's that in it too. We also have many different layers of emotions that were being exposed at different times, so it was a tricky scene to navigate. Definitely not one where you would be like, oh, let's have a shot before this scene, because sometimes you hear people say, maybe we'll have a shot because we're supposed to be drunk. No, that's not what you do. It was like a 5-page scene together. So, basically, we have Kim here explaining what it was like filming the scene and acting drunk. I think that she makes a very good point, and while re-watching the entire scene between Madison and Strand, I tried paying close attention to all the different levels of emotions that she previously stated. Madison isn't anywhere near one of my favorite characters, to be honest, but Kim seemed to hit every beat on point, and she did the best job she could with the script that was given to her. Now let's look at the next question. Madison really questions being a mother and says flat out that becoming a mother was a mistake. It sounds weird to say that after losing her husband and her son being a junkie and the zombie apocalypse happening that this would be her low point, but it kinda seems that way. I think she's hit her bottom. I think she feels responsible. I think she feels selfish that she had children. She probably felt like she wasn't the best candidate. She's feeling her lowest, and what's interesting is that she exposes that to Strand and tells that secret to Strand that I don't think she's even told Travis. She keeps a lot inside. Kim also mentioned on Talking Dead right after the episode aired that Strand is the first person Madison has told the truth about Steven to, her past husband, even Travis. This moment, along with others, really shows the growing connection and friendship between Strand and Madison. They teased this friendship a lot at the beginning of the series, especially the beginning of Season 2, and it was almost like Strand was reluctant to become friends with her, but he seems to level with her in more ways than one, so we'll have to see how this seems to play out in the future. Does Alicia have a point about Madison being too constantly focused on Nick at her expense? Yeah, it's not good. Madison's not a good mom. She's a good mom, she's good, but she's really flawed with the relationship with Alicia, and it's a matter of squeaky wheel gets the grease. Jesus Christ. Here's the kid that needs saving, while Alicia has a good head on her shoulders. She's always been a good kid and therefore gets neglected. But I think what happens here is Nick finally making his departure in that way will change Madison and Alicia. It will challenge their relationship. It will redefine it. She will be forced to allow Alicia to grow up, and you'll start to see Alicia maybe exhibiting some characteristics of her mother. What Kim says here, along with similar implications on Talking Dead, leads me to believe that Madison and Alicia's character arc will really rely on each other. Since Madison was always preoccupied with Nick being an addict, her history with Alicia has definitely had some rough edges, and this will reflect as they continue to bounce off of each other and help progress their overall outlook on themselves and the world around them. Then there's the ultimate cringe moment of the episode when Madison and Strand drunkenly lured walkers to them. So Kim says, these characters, there's a moment of catharsis that needs to happen. You don't really get to see that too much in this genre of show. I think these characters are just being human in the moment, and they're pretty broken. They're grieving. We've been touched by death already, and Madison has lost Travis and Nick at this point, and Strand just says, come on, let's have a drink. We allow this moment of catharsis to happen, and look at where it got us. And that's about it. If you guys want to see the entire interview, the link will be in the description. But alright, so calling this moment between them a catharsis really sums it up in one word. That being said, I hated the cliffhanger. It honestly brought down the character development as I felt the previous moment between them was really well done for what it's worth. Kim makes a point of it only being about 2 months into the apocalypse, implying that they are still clumsy and there's still much learning for these characters. The thing is, Strand and Madison are two of the most mature characters out of the entire show. I would have expected at least better out of Strand. They have been through so many incredible situations over the past 2 months of the zombie outbreak, they should have known better. The show creators could have thought of some way to lure the zombies to them that wouldn't have been so painful to watch. But that's about it, guys. As I said, a link to the article in the description. Let me know what you guys think of Madison. They're definitely trying to set up and tell some sort of story with her as far as her development goes, but I wouldn't blame you if it honestly doesn't interest you as much as it would others. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.